Today we are at the production facility. Our line has been operating here for 6 months now. Today we'll briefly take a look at how it works, what it does, and talk to the people who operate it. Sergey, good afternoon.
Good evening, Vyacheslav.
I'm glad we could meet. A couple of questions about the line's operation and the products. Our clients are interested in getting to know the production process. I would be grateful if you would tell me how you live here.
I like the line. It satisfies us with its wide range of capabilities and parameters. That is, it allows us to produce quite a broad assortment. And in my opinion, the possibilities are limitless. You can make pastries, rolls, various baguettes, loaves, and so on. In other words, it's only limited by your imagination. And with the addition of extra attachments, rollers, or scoring tools, the appearance of the products expands, the quality improves, and the assortment grows.
How did the adaptation process go over the past 6 months?
We invited technologists from various companies who selected the ingredients and developed recipes specifically for our product and this production line, because the dough undergoes automatic processing on the line and its rheological properties change. That is, the line was mastered little by little, the necessary test parameters were selected, the parameters of the line itself, that is the rolling of the shafts, the gaps, the number of rollings, and so on. And we have already achieved the required quality of the finished products, that is the Danish hot dog that we produce on this line. So now it meets all the necessary parameters. Productivity and output have increased, and of course the appearance, well, it's a perfect 5.
And what can you say about the quality? As far as I know, for frozen products, it's very important that the items are identical, right?
Yes, fast food has such requirements. The length of the finished product, its weight, and the height of the rise. That is, all this is observed thanks to the precise cutting of text lines. The tolerance is plus or minus 2 grams, so everything meets these requirements.
That is, everything goes well.
Yes, everything works smoothly, everything is good.
What other products do you make on the line?
Well, we also produce sweet baked goods on the line. These are sweet pies with various sweet fillings in different weights, 40, 60 grams, as well as poppy seed and chocolate rolls, both open and closed, which can be made either way thanks to the beating and diaphragm. And we plan to further expand the product range on the line in the future. We also have, along with the line, we purchased dispensers for savory fillings. So in the future, we plan to launch savory fiasco with cabbage, meat, potatoes, and so on, and various types of rolls.
And how did the bakers, your staff in general, how quickly did they get the hang of it?
Well, they picked it up pretty quickly because the quality is consistent and most of the bakers and all the staff adapted fast. There haven't been any particular difficulties. The training went by quite quickly as well.
Quickly?
A day or two working on the lean event, the operators I trained for this line. After a day of work, they already understand the basic principles. This is the control panel and everything is shown very clearly. So the operation of the guillotine, the 3 rollers, the diaphragm, the filling dispensers, everything is easily adjustable. There's a touch screen there.
How many people in total work on the line at any given time?
Well, depending on the product assortment, 2 or 3 people work on it. And also, if we increase the speed, then 2 people can handle it. But since we already have the placer running, the line is now serviced by 2 people. So one person operates the line from dough sheeting to the guillotine, and the second person receives these roll blanks at the placer, where the trays are removed from the placer.
So 2 people. You mentioned the stacker, right? Yours is, well, not like everyone else's. I know it was made specifically for you. What's the main idea there?
Yes, the placer was developed specifically for our products, for our trays. We sent our trays to the manufacturer, and the company RUSIMEX was involved in the process. They took into account the number of products placed on a tray, the spacing between products, the offset along the y-axis, and so on. So the placer was designed specifically for our product.
And how does it work?
Well, the placer does its job well. Thanks to the placer, there's no more manual stacking, where the human factor comes into play when products are handled by hand. They get slightly stretched or squished. Here, the products retain their most perfect appearance. There is no contact with human hands at any stage. As a result, the quality of the finished product increases significantly.
And what can you say about the line from a technical standpoint? Were there any particular nuances? It's been running for half a year. Now has anything broken down?
Well, at this stage, the line is operating and fulfilling its intended purpose. As for daily technical maintenance, that involves lubricating the shafts, bearings, rollers, and so on. And of course, daily cleaning, blowing off flour, dust, and bits of dough from the rollers. That's just a given.
So cleaning, right?
Yes, cleaning and lubricating the moving parts.
And how do you lubricate them?
We use a special food-grade vegetable oil for lubrication. This is every day after the shift when the line is cleaned and lubricated. So once a day, yes.
So technically there haven't been any malfunctions yet, right?
We hope there won't be any.
Of course you have contracts, right? Your geography is quite broad.
Yes, our geography is, you could say, practically all of Russia. That includes Caucasus, Moscow region, Kaliningrad, and Belarus. And of course our entire southern federal district as well.
Here, the southern federal district, but all of this is frozen products.
Yes, all the products are delivered frozen, meaning they undergo preliminary shock freezing.
Let's go into the shock freezing chamber. They stay here for 14 minutes. It's cold. Let's get out of here.
It's stored at minus 18 degrees and delivered in trucks at minus 18 degrees. The cold chain is never broken. And when the product reaches the customer directly, they store it in their freezer. And right before serving, they defrost it for 40 minutes at room temperature and then serve it to the client as if it were a fresh hot bun. That is, it's preheated for about 2 minutes, for example. The same Danish hot dog is preheated, the filling is added, and it serves while the bun is always fresh. This way, customers don't have to deal with stale products that they would otherwise have to throw away. In other words, the customer always has fresh products. And in the freezer, the product can be stored for 6 months.
Sergey, I'd like to take a closer look at the product. We've already talked about it. So here we have the bun for the Danish hot dog.
This is the Danish hot dog bun with sesame seeds.
What can you tell us about it? How was it made before? And how is it made now?
Before, we used to roll them by hand. Now, at this point, we produce the Danish hot dog bun on the RUSIMEX company's production line. We work together with technologists from raw material companies who selected and developed special raw materials for us and also refined the recipe. So the product now has consistently high quality and a nice attractive shape. Productivity has also increased, and of course the appearance has improved as well. All of this is thanks to the RUSIMEX production line.
She became more beautiful.
Yes, it does look better.
I see it's already been sliced.
Yes, the bun also has a longitudinal cut. So later, sausage fillings and so on are placed inside.
Sergey, tell me, after you started making this on the line, has the demand for this product?
Yes. Accordingly, demand has increased because both the quality and the appearance have improved. In other words, the product has become more competitive.
That's nice to hear. Actually, I've traveled to many places. Yes, I can see that the quality of the products is very, very good. Sergey, tell me, what is the overall attitude toward the production line? How would you describe it?
In general, I'm a fan of equipment. I'm an engineer by education, so I've always been interested in complex machines where you can do something, adjust things, realize your potential where there are opportunities for adjustments, and basically unlimited possibilities. That is, you can change things and also select parameters for different product ranges. So overall, I'm really glad that we now have such a production line, and I hope that in the future we'll have some expansions in terms of additional equipment, because I know there are also options to add things like extra dispensers, rolling machines, or perforators, which allow you to make beautiful pattern pies. So this is something that really, really interests me.
Sergey, what else can you say about our company, RUSIMEX?
I first became acquainted with your company when we purchased this equipment last spring. I hope that our future cooperation will be productive and positive, and I genuinely get good vibes from working with your company. The team is responsive specialists, engineers, technologists who came to us even when we had some difficulties with the setup. For example, if I couldn't configure something or needed to switch to new parameters, the team would come over, help out, and handle the task quite promptly. They would fix any issues that came up during the setup process.
Well, for my part, from the bottom of my heart, I truly and sincerely wish you company continued growth and lasting prosperity, as you said. And I will do everything I possibly can in company as well to make sure everything works for you and brings you profit. Thank you very much for your time and attention. Indeed.
Thank you.
See you next time. Well, I think everything turned out great. We saw how the line operates, talked to the people working on it, and saw some excellent products. Everything is awesome. People are happy. Let's keep moving forward.